Be prepared. Tomorrow isn't just another Monday. It's not just another full moon phase winding down. What's about to happen in the early hours of April 13th will crack open something that's been sealed shut inside of you for years, and most people have absolutely no idea it's coming. Tomorrow morning, the moon crosses into Pisces, and when it does, it triggers the most profound healing window we've seen in months. This isn't subtle. This isn't gentle. This is the universe saying, enough, it's time. Time to release what you've been holding on to. Time to finally let go of the weight you've been carrying. Time to step into the breakthrough you've been desperately praying for. And if you've been feeling this strange heaviness in your chest lately, like something's been sitting on top of you that you can't quite name, keep watching. Because there's one specific reason why this is happening to you right now, and I'll explain it later in this video. So stay tuned. But first, you need to understand something crucial. Tomorrow is compressed. Within just 4 hours, from 1:30 until 5 at night, 3 major cosmic events unfold in rapid succession. And when celestial forces move this fast, when planetary alignments stack on top of each other like this, it means the universe isn't asking anymore. It's acting, and you're about to feel it whether you're ready or not. This isn't just a moon transit, it's a cosmic surgery. Most people think the moon is just about emotions, maybe some moodiness, a reason to blame Mercury retrograde for their bad day. But tomorrow's moon, this is different. When the moon enters Pisces at exactly 0 degrees and 0 minutes, the critical 0 degree, it opens a portal into the deepest parts of your subconscious that you've been avoiding for months, maybe years. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac. It's the ending, the completion, the last chapter before a brand new book begins. And the moon in Pisces doesn't just stir emotions, it dissolves them. It breaks down the walls you've built around your heart. It floods the basement of your psyche and forces everything you've buried down there to float right back up to the surface. This is what astrologers call the Great Dissolve. Your boundaries, the ones you use to protect yourself, to keep people at arm's length, to maintain control, they become paper thin. And for the next 2.5 days, you're going to feel things you haven't let yourself feel in a long time. But here's the twist that changes everything. You're not going through this alone, unprotected, exposed to the chaos. Because just 36 minutes before the moon enters Pisces, something else happens. Venus and Jupiter, the 2 most benefic, lucky, abundant planets in the entire sky, form a perfect harmony, and this harmony wraps the entire healing process in a golden safety net. The spiritual warrior is born. Before we get to the healing, before the moon even touches Pisces, something volatile happens. At 1:30 at night, Mars crashes into Neptune in the fiery, impulsive sign of Aries. And when the planet of war meets the planet of illusion, when aggression collides with confusion, things get weird. Mars wants action, it wants clarity, it wants to fight, to conquer, to move forward now. Neptune wants to dream. It dissolves structure. It makes everything foggy, uncertain, like you're walking through a beautiful but disorienting mist where nothing is quite what it seems. This conjunction is dangerous if you don't understand it. It's the cosmic equivalent of Mars getting drunk, inspired, passionate, convinced it's on a righteous mission, but potentially headed in the completely wrong direction. You might feel an overwhelming urge to do something bold tomorrow, to text that person, to quit that job, to make that move you've been thinking about for weeks. And here's where it gets tricky. Some of that impulse is divinely guided. Some of it is your soul screaming at you to finally take action. But some of it is pure illusion, a mirage your mind has created because you're so desperate for change that you'll convince yourself anything is better than where you are now. So how do you tell the difference? You wait, you feel, you let the Pisces moon do its work, because what feels confusing and overwhelming on Monday morning will make perfect, crystal clear sense by Wednesday. The Mars-Neptune conjunction forces you to act on faith, but the Pisces moon shows you what's actually real. The golden safety net, why you won't fall apart. Remember when I said you're not doing this alone? This is why. At 4:20 at night, just minutes before the moon enters Pisces, Venus in Taurus forms an exact sextile with Jupiter in Cancer. And if you understand astrology even a little bit, you know how rare and powerful this is. Venus is in Taurus, her home sign, where she has maximum power to manifest love, money, beauty, and security. Jupiter is in Cancer, his exaltation, where he expands emotional safety, family bonds, and long-term stability. When these two planets connect in this specific way, they create what ancient astrologers called the golden aspect, a window of pure grace. This means that even as the Pisces moon is breaking you open, even as old wounds resurface and buried emotions flood your system, you're held, you're supported. The universe is making sure that this healing doesn't destroy you. It's ensuring that when you finally let go of what's been weighing you down, there's something solid waiting to catch you. Financially, romantically, emotionally, this aspect acts like a cosmic insurance policy. It brings unexpected good news, sudden opportunities, people reaching out with offers you weren't expecting, money appearing from sources you'd forgotten about. It's the universe saying, I know this is hard, here's proof that I've got you. And this is crucial, because what's about to surface under the Pisces moon, it's been buried for a reason. You weren't ready to face it before. But now, with Venus and Jupiter holding space, with Mars and Neptune giving you the courage to act despite the fear, now you can finally let it go. You're in the balsamic phase, and that changes everything. Here's what most people don't realize. This moon isn't just in Pisces, it's in the balsamic phase, the final, darkest phase of the lunar cycle before the new moon resets everything on April 17th. The balsamic moon is the cosmic compost pile. It's where you take everything that didn't work, everything that died, everything that's been rotting in your life, and you let it break down completely so it can become fertilizer for what's next. This is the emptying out phase, the letting go phase, the surrender phase, and when this phase aligns with Pisces, the sign that rules the subconscious, dreams, and the dissolution of ego, the psychological effect is massive. You're going to dream differently tomorrow night. You might wake up in the middle of the night with sudden realizations. You're going to have gut feelings that are so strong, so undeniable, that you can't logic your way out of them. Because the balsamic Pisces moon doesn't care about your 5-year plan. It cares about what your soul knows is true. This is why old memories are going to resurface, why you might suddenly think about people you haven't thought about in years, why conversations you had months ago will replay in your mind with completely new meaning. Your psyche is doing a final inventory before the new moon wipes the slate clean. It's showing you exactly what needs to be released so you can move forward unencumbered. And if you've been avoiding a difficult conversation, if you've been pretending a situation is fine when it's clearly not, if you've been lying to yourself about what you really want, the Pisces moon won't let you hide anymore. It's going to gently but firmly pull the truth out of you, even if it hurts. 3 signs are about to experience a breakthrough that changes everything. While every sign will feel the intensity of tomorrow's transits, the cosmic geometry points to 3 specific signs that are standing at a threshold. For Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, tomorrow isn't just a healing day. It's the day everything shifts. It's the moment the dam finally breaks and years of pressure release all at once. These 3 earth signs have been under siege. They've been dealing with planetary pressure that would break most people, but they've held on, they've kept going, they've done the work, and tomorrow, the universe finally pays them back. Taurus, the liberation you've been waiting for. Taurus, you need to hear this. Since 2018, Uranus, the planet of chaos, disruption and upheaval, has been tearing through your sign, shaking the foundations of everything you thought was stable. Your finances, your self-worth, your sense of security, it's all been tested, relentlessly. But it's almost over. On April 25th, Uranus leaves your sign for good, and tomorrow is the preview. Tomorrow is the universe showing you what life feels like on the other side of the chaos. Venus, your ruling planet, is in your sign right now, operating at full strength, and she's connecting perfectly with Jupiter, bringing you opportunities you didn't see coming. A job offer, a financial windfall, someone recognizing your value in a way that feels like finally being seen after years of invisibility. And when the moon enters Pisces, it washes away the exhaustion, the stress, the constant worry about whether you're going to be okay. Because you are. You've been okay this whole time. You've survived every single thing that tried to break you. And now, the stability you've been rebuilding, it's finally solid enough to trust. The breakthrough for Taurus is realizing that you don't have to white-knuckle your way through life anymore. You can relax, you can exhale, you can build something beautiful without waiting for the next disaster to hit. Because the disasters are done, and what's coming next, that's yours to create. Capricorn, the recognition you've earned. Capricorn, this is your moment. You've been grinding for years. While everyone else was partying, you were working. While everyone else was taking shortcuts, you were putting in the hours. And it's felt thankless, hasn't it? Like no one was watching. Like all your effort was disappearing into a void. But Saturn, your ruling planet, just moved into Aries. The pressure that's been crushing you for years, it's lifting. And tomorrow, the world is finally going to see what you've built. The Venus-Jupiter aspect brings professional recognition. It might be a promotion you weren't expecting, a client who finally says yes, a project that suddenly takes off, an authority figure who publicly acknowledges your work. Whatever form it takes, it's proof that you weren't invisible, you were being tested. And when the moon enters Pisces, it activates your third house, communication, networking, your immediate environment. This means people are talking about you. Good things, the right people. And opportunities are flowing toward you because you've finally proven that you're not just competent, you're exceptional. The breakthrough for Capricorn is understanding that you don't have to force everything anymore. The foundation you've built is strong enough to hold the success that's coming. You can trust the process. You can delegate. You can let other people help you carry the weight. Because you've already proven you can do it alone. Now it's time to see what you can do with support. Virgo, the clarity that changes your relationships. Virgo, you're standing at a crossroads in your partnerships and you know it. The Pisces moon lands directly in your 7th house, the house of marriage, business partnerships, one-on-one relationships, and how the world perceives you. And it's forcing a reckoning. Here's what's happening. The relationships that are real, that are built on mutual respect and genuine connection, are about to deepen in a way that feels almost sacred. You're going to see your partner, your business associate, your closest friend with completely new eyes. You're going to understand why you're together, and it's going to feel like coming home. But the relationships that have been draining you, the ones where you've been giving 90% and getting 10% back, the ones where you've been managing someone else's chaos while ignoring your own needs, those are getting exposed. The Pisces moon doesn't let illusions survive, and the Mars-Neptune conjunction gives you the courage to finally walk away from what's been slowly killing you. The breakthrough for Virgo is that you don't have to fix everyone. You don't have to be the person who holds everything together. You're allowed to require reciprocity. You're allowed to demand that people meet you halfway. And when you finally set that boundary, when you finally stop over-functioning in relationships that undervalue you, the right people will rise to meet you, and the wrong ones will fall away. And both outcomes are exactly what you need. What you'll feel tomorrow and why it matters. Tomorrow won't feel like a normal day. From the moment you wake up, something will feel different. The air itself might feel charged, almost electric, but also strangely soft. Like reality is slightly more permeable than usual. You might find yourself tearing up for no reason, or feeling overwhelmingly nostalgic, or suddenly remembering dreams you forgot years ago. This is normal. This is the Pisces moon doing what it does, breaking down the walls between your conscious mind and everything you've been storing in the basement. Your intuition is going to be incredibly sharp. If you get a gut feeling about something, listen to it. If someone's energy feels off, trust that. If an opportunity feels too good to be true, pause and examine it more closely. The Mars-Neptune conjunction can make things look more appealing than they actually are. But at the same time, don't let fear paralyze you, because some of what you're feeling is real guidance. Some of it is your higher self screaming at you to finally make a move you've been terrified to make. The key is discernment. Feel everything, process everything, but don't act on everything, at least not immediately. The Venus-Jupiter aspect ensures that whatever you're meant to receive, you'll receive. You don't have to chase it, you don't have to force it, you just have to be open. And when the right opportunity, the right person, the right revelation arrives, you'll know, because it'll feel like relief, not anxiety, relief. The one thing you absolutely cannot do tomorrow. Here's what will sabotage the entire healing process: resisting it, trying to stay in control, refusing to feel what's coming up because it's uncomfortable or inconvenient or doesn't fit your timeline. The Pisces moon requires surrender, not giving up, surrender. There's a difference. Giving up is passive, defeated. Surrender is active, intentional. It's saying, I can't force this anymore. I'm going to trust that if I let go, something better will catch me. Tomorrow is not the day to push through with sheer willpower. It's not the day to make huge, irreversible decisions. It's not the day to pick fights or force conversations that aren't ready to happen yet. It's the day to feel, to reflect, to let old emotions move through you without clinging to them or pushing them away. If you try to control the process, you'll miss the breakthrough, because the breakthrough doesn't come from doing, it comes from allowing. It comes from finally admitting what you've known deep down for months. It comes from crying about something you've been pretending doesn't hurt. It comes from forgiving yourself for not having all the answers. The healing isn't comfortable, but it's necessary, and on the other side of it, you're going to feel lighter than you have in years. What comes after the healing? The Pisces moon is a preparation phase. It's clearing out the old so the new can enter, because on April 17th, just 4 days from now, we have a new moon in Aries. And Aries doesn't do slow, Aries doesn't wait. Aries takes what it wants and runs. So whatever you release tomorrow, whatever closure you find, whatever breakthrough lands for you, it's creating space. Space for new opportunities, new relationships, new versions of yourself that you haven't met yet. And on April 25th, Uranus enters Gemini, ending a 7-year cycle of disruption and beginning a completely new chapter. Everything that's been unstable is stabilizing. Everything that's been chaotic is finding its rhythm. But you can't enter that new chapter carrying the old baggage. That's why tomorrow matters so much. This isn't just a healing day, it's a threshold. You're standing on one side of it right now, weighed down by everything you've been carrying. And by Wednesday, you'll be on the other side, lighter, clearer, ready to move forward in a way you haven't been able to in years. The universe is doing you a favor tomorrow. It's taking what you've been too scared to release and gently prying it out of your hands. It's showing you that you're safe enough to let go, supported enough to fall apart, loved enough to rebuild. And for Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo, this is the breakthrough you've been praying for. Not because it's easy, but because it's finally time. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.